So here we go now. We're gonna do one of the few last beats to create a fantastic track of Ukulele Down of Watch Out for the Bears. So in this lesson, we're gonna learn how to grab a sample from the recording that we have, for example, a vocal sample, process it, crop it, and bring it back into the mix to do some nice effects. So let's look into the vocal tracks where Kenny is saying down. My ukulele, don't play my ukulele. I take my ukulele. Let's find out where is the sample that we want. And I think it's at the end of the verse. Here, Kenny will say down. Let's hear it. My ukulele, let me down. So this down, you can take it from Kenny 1 or Kenny 2. We can go and select it, but you see that the grid is resolution is not helping us. So we want to click it, right click in any of the gray area there and say that we want a narrow or narrowest grid, or maybe we want actually the grid off. So then now we can select at any point of the sample. This file, we can now press Command E, and basically we created a cut here and a cut there. We're not concerned yet about the clips and fades, the fades of the clip. What we are concerned is to crop this file and to use it for our secret purposes. Once a portion of a track is separated, you can click on it and rename it by pressing the usual Command R. And here I write down. And once I've done the renaming, I can then right click on this part of the clip and go and say crop the clips. Once you've done that, you want to know that in your project where you save your session, so I'm navigating where I saved them, you have different folders, and one called the samples folder. And if you go into it, you'll see that the samples contain maybe recording process, a lot of things. In mine has only the process. If I open it, it shows you crop. And the name of the crop file is down, which if I play it, down, this is exactly the portion that I edited. Why is that important? Well, first it gives you immediately understanding that you can crop any type of sound and make your own samples, and you have automatically created for you an export and a list in your computer. So that then if you use Ableton Live for not just for creating a song, but to create samples, and this could be a very important feature. The other important thing is that we can then take the cropped file and place it into the track exactly as a new track. And I want to now restore the grid at least probably 16 or narrow, and so that I can adjust this file more or less to where it should go. And if I double click on my new file, so let's zoom in a little bit here, I double click on this file, I can further adjust all the things that we didn't do before. So I can start the beginning and the end. You see the ending here has other stuff there, and I don't want it, so I drag this and I drag this to make sure it's not going to be played. And or I can do it in a different way, like for example, by I can adjust a little bit the portion of it, and maybe I can even crop it again, down sound effects like this, and save it as a crop file, and that will make a different file altogether. What can I do with this? Well, why did I do this? Because individually every clip can be transposed. So in this case, I can go -12, which is quite a good amount of semitones. and create this silly effect that when Ken is very angry, she will go. I hate my ukulele, let me down. And maybe we want to adjust it so that it goes quite closely to where it should be, which I think is this one. That's one effect, but I could add obviously a lot of other effects. In the moment, I want to add quite an amount of sound, of delay into this. And don't forget, we had our mixer sends, which are represented in this view by infinite and infinite here, A and B. My B was the delay, so I want to try this one. And if I solo, another thing you might want to do here is to stretch the sound. To stretch the sound, you can go into this little number. So the sound is binauralized, is warped, and locked to the time frame of the time per minute 118, the beat per minute 118. If you press double, it will basically double according to that particular time scale. Which could be interesting. So we can select any portion, any sound file, and pick it up and crop it, rename it and crop it. We can to then reuse it anywhere in another session. And each clip is independent, and it can have transposition, it can have time stretch. And so you could apply a lot of interesting features to it, which is proper sound design, and you can apply to your track for doing ear candies or some special effects. I'll see you in the next video where we learn about automations.